What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reflect on Records. I'm Marcus. I don't usually do this type of video, and I really don't want to do this video, but I feel that I have to help others before they might make a bad decision. Personally, with the level that I'm at, I don't think that I made a bad decision. Maybe I'm just trying to convince myself that I didn't because of the money that I spent, but I'm still truly in love with the Apollo Solo. I've had it for about a month now. I've been working with it. There's so much to learn about it. If you go and check out my other video, I'll post it up above. But hooking it up was kind of a hassle, but not really. I'm using Windows. I'm running this through OBS right now. I think it sounds good. It's working. Awesome, right? But I've been having this weird noise coming from it, and I've contacted Universal Audio. I've sent them an email, and I don't understand. I haven't gotten a response. When I was trying to hook it up, I had called customer service, and due to the high volume of calls, I was kicked off, never got through. So thankfully I was able to set it up on my own and get things working. I usually pride myself on figuring things out, so that felt good to just be able to do it myself. And I think, if I can, anyone can. But to save you the time, I know this is an awesome product and you probably really, really want it. But to save you the time, if you're not very versed in audio applications and setting up a USB device, I would go with the Focusrite Solo. Now, I switched out because the sound coming from, if you look at this, whoa, if you look at that, there's no knob for the headphones. It's just one direct monitor. And it was really, really quiet. I'd have to bounce out my tracks and listen to them on my phone or through my stereo to get it louder. When I had it, my headphones, I couldn't get that volume. And I will say, once I plugged this in, it was a whole new world of sound. And that's why I'm in love with it, but it's kind of like, and maybe this is a bad analogy, but it's kind of like when you're in love with somebody and they don't love you back, and you're kind of wondering if it's worth it to stay in that relationship. I'm at that crossroad right now. I'm trying to figure out if I made the right decision. And like I said, there's so much to do with it, all the plugins, everything. And I'm going to get into why I think this, but I want to start off with what I love about it, and that's the plugins. This real time, I think it's just amazing. I'll show you with what I have right now. I'm running the API Vision channel strip with the LA2A, and the Oxford Dynamic. I probably really don't need that. I just got it, and I've been testing it, trying it out. But I had a problem yesterday where all of a sudden I was using the solid state, the SSL preamp channel strip, and all of a sudden I lost volume. And it was just super quiet, and I had to turn the gain way up. And I still haven't figured that out. I don't know what happened. So I switched back to the API, and now it's back. You can see my gain is not even halfway. And I think that's where it should be. I have a Fathead plugged into my Shure SM7B. But I also had another problem yesterday where, and I'm kind of hopping into my problems right off the bat. I know I was going to talk about all the good things, but I had this problem where all of a sudden, this Oxford Dynamic, I got this message that popped up out of nowhere saying that it was disabled. And I don't know how that happened. I was able to go in and, disable it off my inserts here and reinsert it, and it's been fine ever since. It kind of popped up out of nowhere. But then also, I have this problem once in a while. I'll be watching videos or listening to music, and my buffer size switches to 32. And I know a lower buffer size is better, but I keep it at 256. That seems to work for me. But when it goes to when it pops itself into this 32, I get these clicks throughout my videos. And I don't know why it does that. Why would it go by itself into that buffer size? And I've yet to find anyone that can explain that to me. And maybe if you're watching this, if you can, I'm gonna put up in this video a video I took of the unit. It seems to happen just randomly. This cracking noise comes from the unit itself. And I think, if you look at how this is designed, I wish I could actually hold up the device itself. But, if you don't own one, or if you own the twin, you'll notice that there's vents on the side of it. And the only thing I can attribute to this sound is the fact that with it not having vents, it's all enclosed. So when it seems to happen after it's been on for a little bit, like I just did a video of, I had my camera up on it, filming it for over an hour. And then all of a sudden, an hour and 45 minutes in, it did this pop. And it's like the case expands. It's got this metal encasing. And I shouldn't have to do that. Like I said, how I attribute this to, someone you love and you're not sure if they love you the same, so you got to spy on them. I shouldn't have to spy on my interface, okay? I shouldn't have to set up my freaking phone, and maybe I just got a faulty unit, maybe, but everything else seems to work fine. And I use this on a daily basis. I'm not going to spend the money to return it. I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss. Like I said, and I haven't even gotten a response back from UA. So I'm waiting on them. And I do have a 2-year warranty through Sweetwater. By the way, they're amazing. But I figured I would go to Universal Audio first, since they are the manufacturer of this product. Because if I go to Sweetwater, they're going to want me to pay for shipping and handling. And I already paid for shipping and handling to get this. I shouldn't have to pay to ship it back, and then the process of waiting for another one to return. I'm not doing that. I refuse to. I'm hoping that it's just breaking itself in. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. But like I said, the Apollo twin seems to have vents on the side so it doesn't overheat, and this has none. So I'm wondering if, when it does get a little warm to the touch, it doesn't get hot, but after running it for an hour or so, you can feel that it's warm. So I'm wondering if something internally expands with the hot cold, I don't know. It's in room temperature. It's not next to anything else running. It can't be my AC. I have a power conditioner. I got that just in case. Like I said, please leave a comment below if you've dealt with this before. And I just want to say, if you're thinking about buying the Solo and you're not very well versed with this product, check out other options. And like I said, the Focusrite Scarlett Solo is a great starting point. Learn that, use it, and once you feel comfortable with that, then upgrade. But and it's much cheaper. And I'm not saying that it's better than Universal Audio. I think the Apollo Solo is by far, hands down, way better. But I'm having these weird ticks with it that I have not experienced with another interface. And to dog on the Focusrite, I actually had to return that when I first got it because it was crashing and making this weird buzzing sound, and it would shut down. I'd have to unplug it and plug it back in. They sent me a new one, and boom, it's been good ever since. But I wanted to upgrade, and like I said, it wasn't giving me the volume. There's cons. Just this cracking that this does. And I'm, like I said, I'm gonna, in post-production here, I'm gonna put the video I took from my iPhone of me spying on it, of the sound that I'm talking about. But the fact that I have to do this video, you know, I'm not big on reviews. I'm not trying to dog it, but the fact that I had to take time out of my day to do this video in hopes of getting a response somehow, I think that just speaks volumes. I could be doing better things with my time. It kind of, you know, these instances of whatever is going on with this interface slows down my workflow. And it, you know, when I'm tracking vocals, I'm wondering if I'm gonna have this cracking noise in the background pop up, and I shouldn't, you know. And I found these videos of, you know, cracking and stuff happening through playback, and I haven't had that issue. You know, that I'm not having the problems everyone else has. And like I said, I'm using Windows, and everyone warns against that, but it works well with Windows. It's just the unit itself, the hardware, seems to be having problems. So hopefully UA sees this and can contact me and help me out, or somebody that knows or has had this similar issue. I'm just trying to save someone from going down, you know, the Apollo solo rabbit hole without knowing anything about it, because it's very frustrating, especially with the money that you put forth to get these products. I think I have a pretty good grasp on handling it myself. I definitely don't like dealing with this, but stuff happens, right? So with that, I'm going to put at the end of this video, that video that I took of the cracking. Let me know, have you dealt with this? And if this is helpful in helping you make your decision, please give me a like, share, subscribe. But with ending that, I do love the Apollo solo. I just don't know if she loves me back. So with that, folks, have a good day. Enjoy the rest of what's left of the weekend. And like always, Godspeed.